promise.
And from Gossip Girl, Penn is here live.
You love it. You're still dressed in Brooklyn. Good.
All right, he's everyone's favorite gossip guy, and life has not been easy for Dan Humphrey, from his career setbacks to his devastating breakup with Serena. This season has definitely given actor Penn a lot of on-screen action.
Could you do me a favor and say hi to Serena's family for me? Because we all spent last Thanksgiving together.
Yeah, absolutely.
Except Bart, actually. There was this crazy thing with my dad and her mom and my mom, and it was, I guess, like all things in Serena's life, it's very complicated.
Serena's life is complicated?
Yeah. I don't know about you, but the Serena I know has long, flowing blonde hair, towers over both of us. So is that the same one?
I just don't see her as complicated.
Ooh, all right, and we are very happy to have him back with us. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you as well.
So obviously, it looks like he's not over her.
I don't
Is that
think
safe to say?
It's safe to say. I don't think that they ever will be over each other. Dan and Serena are that ever-going star-crossed lover a bit.
And I know, and now you have to keep us all hanging, but
yeah.
Don't you think the two of them really should be together?
I mean, theoretically, yes, but when they're together, they lie to each other.
That's not good.
It's just not a good thing. No.
But you know, viewers obviously want you to be together.
Of course,
I mean, do you think that eventually they'll do it just because that's what people want to see?
I think it will be on and off for a long time. Yeah, I think there will be. There's something on the horizon for people who want that.
And how does he and you feel about her having her on-screen kiss with another man?
That's honestly not a big deal at all. It's a job. I mean, neither of us have had a problem with that kind of stuff.
It's just par for the course, right? I guess that's what all actors say. It doesn't mean
really
anything.
It's true. It's true.
All right. So what can you tell us? Because I know Dan, has a chance to go to Yale, and he wrote an expose on Chuck Bass's family, and they wanted to release it, but obviously there's a whole love-hate relationship with you and Chuck. So what's going to ultimately end up happening with that?
Right now, Chuck and Dan, there's I can't give away too much because
you're going to get fired if you do.
Well, no, of course not. But there's a very interesting storyline coming up with Chuck, a pretty big change coming up, and that does complicate things between he and Dan. Obviously, there's that hateful relationship, I guess, between the two of them. But that's sort of on pause. I think mostly now. Between what we're shooting and what's airing, I forget what's happening.
I know, I guess you lose track of time, right? Because how many episodes ahead are you right now?
We're like 6 or 7.
So.
But, I think there's definitely something for the Dan and Serena fans in the front. I mean, that's happening very soon.
And so what about the fact that, how do you guys are like media darlings now, given that you're in New York, so it's kind of hard to avoid being under the microscope. How do you ever get used to the fact that people are always gossiping about your personal lives?
I've stopped paying attention to it entirely, like completely. I don't. In the beginning of it, I would read a little bit of stuff, like whether it was a blog or something.
Right.
And that's sort of fun initially, because the novelty of it is just so insane. But I think eventually it makes you a little crazy if you pay attention. So I don't.
So you just get annoyed.
I don't even feel as much like we are in the gossip.
No, you
spotlight.
are.
Are we really?
You are.
Because I just
you can't look at newsstands when you walk by.
I don't.
That's the best way to I guess avoid it. So also, what about the fact that someone is going to die?
That's well,
Kelly Rutherford was here. She wouldn't give it away, obviously.
I know. Well,
but
last time we had a big reveal with Eric being gay, we got in trouble when we almost did. So
really?
Somebody does die, and
it's not you. Could you go on the record and say it's not you?
It might be.
Oh, it's not you. Just admit it.
It's not me.
All right. Thank you so much. It's good to see you. And say hi to everyone. You can catch Gossip Girl tonight at 8 right here on the CW11. And coming up tomorrow, Tony Bennett.